China has exploded. We have discovered the technology for the Edison light bulb, which allows us to build electric gear factories. Okay, so Italy appears to be trying to call us into a war with Austria-Hungary. I don't think we're in any position whatsoever to be helping them with this. Oh, yeah. Unfortunate for Italy. More like shittily, am I right?
And now, the conclusion.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 Historical Flavor Mod, where we are playing as Ethiopia. Now, when we last left off, things in Europe were pretty quiet, and now they are not. This is, again, not technically a great war, but it would seem that we have France, Belgium, Portugal, and Turkey up against Germany, Japan, and Spain et al. In Germany's attempt to take back Alsace-Lorraine. Have to see how that goes. I think it could conceivably go either way. In the meantime, I'm wondering if I might not be able to take advantage of this while Spain is distracted and seize this portion of Persia from them. This would enable me to have some contiguous territory if and when I ever end up going to war with Turkey again, and it would also get me some oil, which is not quite as useful in this game as rubber, but or as coal is, particularly in the 19th and early 20th century, but it still is pretty dang useful. First things first, I'm going to need to boost my revenues and fundings. I'll need to decrease my relations with Spain before any such thing happens. Certainly not going to give them military access. Still don't like Turkey enough to give them military access, besides which I don't think they really need it much. And this war might not end up lasting long enough, because it would seem they're winning all the battles. So I might have to say never mind on that thought of attacking Spain. Pleasant as the notion may seem, might not have time to manage it, since, I mean, our great wars are just not happening. Oh, wow. Germany has added the Dismantle Empire war goal to France, meaning they would need to give up all their colonies. Probably, I mean, they might even break off parts of France, something like Brittany or something. So, yeah, that is, that sure is something, all right. But it appears that Russia has formed an alliance with France, possibly on the by virtue of the fact that they have gone to war with Germany, whom Russia doesn't like either. So maybe this does turn into a great war. So the adding of the Dismantle Empire war goal certainly does up the stakes for France considerably. Don't want to raise tariffs. Looks like I may have to, particularly if all this nonsense ends up coming to a war. Not sure if it was necessary for Germany to acquire Gabon to their war goals, because there ends up being an event process, once the war ends, that ends up divvying up the empire among the victorious powers based on war goal contributions. How much of France itself is actually being occupied, though? And how much of it is just France's allies being butt? Really hoping for their sake that Russia gets involved. Okay, what's happening to... Yeah, war disrupts trade in ways that are kind of hard to understand. I can't pretend I understand it. But I mean, it does make sense. War does indeed disrupt trade, which is probably why my factory subsidies are so dang huge. Okay, from now on, each war that includes at least 2 great countries on each side will get the status of Great War. So, is this a Great War yet? Is France going to get people involved on their behalf? To add even more war. Okay, in the meantime, yeah, we're going to need to boost our funding here. Close down some of these shit factories. Hope Russia helps us out with this rebel problem. Meantime, it appears that yeah, fascism. We're going to be getting a fascist faction soon, since that was just invented somewhere. It's probably not going to be a major factor for us. We don't have any, say, irredentist claims at the moment. I'm getting breech-loaded rifles, by the way, so we can get so we can build the guards unit, which is a very effective offensive infantry unit. Okay, the Ennui clique has joined on France's behalf. That's great. Good to know. Yeah, it seems France's erstwhile allies just haven't been joining in. Do I have that CB yet? I will in a couple weeks, it seems. In which case I may need to, since I do technically share a direct border with Germany's colonies, yeah, I may need to get that army back into Africa proper. And we now have enough support for a reform. I'm going to go for low healthcare so as to keep the consciousness and militancy high so I can pass another. That tends to be one good strat. Pass reforms, but not quite the ones they want. That can be useful. Well, let's see if I can't at least lower these damn tariffs. And we can build guards. Now, guards can only be accepted pops. So as long as they so we won't yet build a full unit of them, or we won't yet be able to. But we should be able to at least build some necessary support units for it. But now it seems France has been able to turn the tides at least slightly. And it would also appear that Turkey is no longer strictly speaking allied with France. So if I wanted to, I might be able to go on further through Turkey. May want to build up some of my military techs first, but I think Spain is losing pretty hard at the moment. Okay, here goes nothing. Place in the sun. See if we can't call our allies in. None of them would accept. Well, gonna land there anyway. And hope I don't have to deal with any Germans. Oh, it appears I do. But you know what? None of them are anywhere near me anyway. think I will count on them being just a little bit too busy. See if I can't get military access from France at least. Oh yeah, France seems to have turned the tide on this war in a major way. Yeah, I'm guessing the war score for Germany just mostly consisted of Spain beating up on Portugal or something of that nature. So yeah, I feel as though my instincts on this matter were good. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on that sweet, sweet Persian oil. Just, fingers crossed that I haven't made a horrible, horrible mistake. I'm going to head there. Continue to raise money for myself and hopefully save a bit of money on administration. See if France doesn't... be nice if France added a war goal themselves to their to this war, since it's going so well for them now. Well, let's wait for them to get into Grenada and then attack them. We outnumber them considerably, but doesn't seem we'll be able to get there in time. At least not yet. Yeah, seems that when you outnumber your enemy considerably, yeah, there we are on an Ethiopian invasion of Spanish soil. A successful one thus far. So, just when you thought this game was starting to get a little, this game and its version of Europe and its version of history was starting to get a little bit quiet, here we have a real world war. Like a real proper one. Meantime, let's suppress this movement. Keep going for healthcare, which is a great reform to have. It's you know, anything that that boosts your pop levels. That's always good. Yeah, France still not adding any war goals themselves, which, you know, that's a shame, because they could really shake the map up by and other such things. Huh? For some reason, they don't want to accept an alliance with me either. Japan appears to be the war leader here. So, plurality, that seems to... Yeah, population growth, that's going up. Meantime, we're gonna have to keep boosting war score with Spanish occupations. But it appears that France has won this purely defensive war and decided they didn't really want anything from Africa, or from Germany, from Germany's empire or any place else. And Germany now appears to be allied with the UK, as Russia is. I have to imagine one of these alliances or another isn't going to last. Have to see. It does unfortunately mean Germany is no longer distracted by France. So hopefully we don't get ourselves stomped here by the Germans. Technically it's our turf, so I think we get the fort bonus, or maybe they do, who knows. Can we call our ally? They won't accept. We may need to get a white piece out of this. We'll have to see. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna win this shit. Yeah! Ethiopia, but winning a land battle against Germany in Spain, motherfuckers! Yes! And I think we got the war score to end this now. Hopefully so. Please, God, tell me. Not yet. Yeah, they're occupying, and now they're backing nationalist China. So yeah, Japan, yeah, they, because I'm highly dependent on Russia to defend this possession here, and because Russia will not be called into this war, I'm being hung up to dry just slightly. Lacking the coal as I do, it means my steel factories are no longer particularly productive or profitable. That will end when the war does. I think we can win this. I think we're going to, as long as like Germany or Japan aren't able to land troops in like huge numbers. But the conclusion of this war is going to have to wait till next episode. So, yeah, really, really, really eventful episode this time. Until next time, I have been Maricati, and you have been you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see the conclusion of this war next episode.